Hey everybody, welcome back to Regrowth. We're going to kind of just like crash course into Botania and Witchery. I had to do a little bit of research to find out what I had to do between the books and the and other YouTubers. I think I got it. But one thing we have to do to really progress is make an Elven Gateway, because I think that's the only way I can make the Dragon Crystals. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And we're just going to kind of like crash course through all this stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing, so it'll kind of like, we'll just see how it plays out. This is either going to be a rather short episode or a rather long one. We'll kind of see. You notice all the different grasses and flowers and junk. Well, the Ents that spawn, they do a bone meal effect every once in a while. So I kind of just let a couple of them walk around here, and I'll either make a Horn of the Wild and gather up all this stuff eventually, or I'll leave it. It's not really hurting anything. I kind of wanted to spread everywhere, but they don't seem to do it when there's a player around. They kind of just do it when they're not around, and then if you do it when you're not around, they can sometimes despawn, so then it's a waste of an Ent arm, and yeah, don't want to waste Ent arms. So we need Mana Steel, Terra Steel. I think we need these Mana Pearls, and we need Mana Diamonds, and I think that's pretty much it. I already made a little bit extra living wood, and I made 2 mana poles that I filled up, and I think this is the right configuration, so we just gotta put it all together. First thing is, we might as well do the pylons. We gotta make the Mictora pylons, which are these, with Terra still around them. So you can do this, and then this, and then what was it, a diamond in the middle? Yeah, we need 2 of those. We can pop this guy down. We gotta turn all these into nugs. And to make these, we need the pearls, these guys, and 6 of these, and that'll make those. Alright, so that's step 1. Now we need the gateway, which is 6 of these, and 3 more of the Terra Steel nugs, and then we need 3 of the living wood that does the whole shimmery thing, which is just glowstone and living wood. So, bam. Alright, and that should get us our gateway. Hopefully I did everything right. The placing of the pylons are a little bit, like, I don't know, not sure if it has to be out one more or if it has to be in here one more. In the book, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's, come on, mouse, what are you doing? So it kind of looks like it's 1, maybe 2 blocks out, and then 1 block out from the main, or from the most piece here. So, like, hopefully this works. Well, we'll see. If not, I wasted a bunch of mana, but that's okay. And then we need these guys. Now, this is an entire half of a mana pool, so, it should work. What am I doing wrong here? Creating the portal proves not to be an easy task, as quite a few exquisite resources are necessary, but the requirements are as such. 8 living wood, yeah, okay, I got that much. They left the world. Experimentation is an attempt to bridge the gap between the 2 worlds. It doesn't actually say, it doesn't say I gotta okay, to open the portal, simply right-click with the Wand of the Forest. The portal requires a substantial amount of mana deposits in both poles. Okay, well I have half a mana tap, or half a mana pole, so yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that I probably have to put it back 1 more. So instead of wasting the mana, I'm gonna move the entire portal, which is what I didn't want to do, because I was hoping that I could have this set up to save time, but you know what, I kind of accounted for this to be an issue. So, let's do this here. And then we need 1, 2. We'll do one here, and it goes bam, 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 and bam. And then over here is bam, bam, and bam. And then down here is bam, bam, and then, yeah, I probably should have stayed up there. Bam. Now I want to take the corners out. I don't think you have to, but I just think it looks a little better. The reason I wanted to put it one further in was because then if I throw things through it, I don't have to keep climbing down there and jumping back up, but that's not that big of a deal. Yeah, that was right. Okay. Let me grab 2 mana tablets, because if it looks like we're getting low, I'll add more to it. Yeah, that looks like it's probably all it's going to take. So, let's do our first craft, shall we? Now I think if you throw it in, it throws it back out at you, so let's see how that goes. Bam. Yeah, okay. So this is going to give us the upgraded Lexica Botania, which I thought I heard something coming up behind me. But now this should give us the whole spiel on the diamonds. So contains a very, very varied amount of exquisite resources, sadly through most of the extremely scarce and hard to come by due to competition between the various clans. The elves have interest in trading some materials such as dreamwood, alimentium, pixie dust, and or dragonstones, resources native to their land. And dreamwood, really cool. I think it's a cool building block, but I never used it because it's always such a pain to get a bunch of it. But I'm more interested in the dragon stone right now. Where is the dragon stone? Oh, wait. Okay. Mana diamond or a mana diamond block. I think we'll just do a... How many mana diamonds do I got? We'll just do... that many. Okay, yeah. I think that's pretty set. So let's go here and... bam. Okay, so now we have 14 dragon stones, which give us the ability to get further into witchery, which is what I was going for in the first place. So let's see. Got a quest in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and claim that. And it wants us to do Elementium, Dreamwood, and Skystone. Oh, so it is applied energistics in here. So Dreamwood and Elementium I know how to do. I think it's a 2-for-1 ratio, so I need 20 of those. I have 16 on me, so let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can get some Elementium. I think it's a 2-for-1, but I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. So that gives us 10 of those. Yep. So it's a 2-for-1. And now we need Dreamwood and Skystone, which I'm going to assume is this. We'll do 20 of each, because I'm not sure if it's a 2-for-1 as well. So might as well be. I mean, we'll have a little extra. Isn't gonna kill us. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can do bam and bam. So the stone's a 2-for-1 and the Dreamwood isn't. So, but that's good to know. I wasn't sure. Why does it say 0 of... Like, I realize I need 12 more. Well, 6 more, but 12 more rocks. I hope I don't have to do something fancy. And that should give us the quest, theoretically. Yep, okay, that's going to give us Elf Glass. Not entirely sure what that does, but we have it now. Now this is going to allow us to make better mana spreaders, augments for our sparks, and I think this fancy sword and eventually a form of flight, but I think we're going to skip on over to Witchery. So let me empty out my stuff here, and let's go ahead for Witchery. I guess we'll put Elf Glass in there too. Yeah, good enough. Now, for Witchery, I want to go back and back, and it's How the World Grows, maybe? Yeah, go us. The reason this wasn't working is I didn't have enough stuff in the thing. The stuff in the thing. I didn't have enough power in the altar, so yeah, I had to get more power in the altar. So now I need buckets of lava. I think we're going to do probably 3 for now, because it gives us 2 in the quest. So we'll do 3 for now. I think I have Whiffs of Magic back in the thing. I went back at the graveyard, so once we get to the point... Can I get... Is there 3 buckets of lava back here? Yeah, there is no lava back here. That is something to keep a mental note of. Luckily, I did fill these up. Well, actually, why do that? Let's just do, let's just get, these guys. And let's do this, because I'm sure that's back at max capacity, so it ain't gonna kill me to use up some of it. What was the other ingredient I needed for the stone? What was the stone called? Let's just do, stone. Yeah, I knew that was a bad choice. This will work. 14 pages. That's still a good bit. But we'll find it. Here it is. The Attuned Stone. So it needs lava, this, and Whiffs of Magic. So the Whiffs of Magic are already out here. Hopefully there's enough of them. I'm going to put a couple buckets of lava over here. You know. If I don't, I will totally forget. You know, hard to believe, but I do forget. That's weird, right? And we should probably sleep. And sleep. Now, I gotta remember to get lava, or, coal upstairs, too. Let's do that real quick. Because if I don't, we'll eventually run out of power. And then there's the chance that the boiler will just explode. I think it's only if you add cold water to an empty tank, but I don't want to take any chances. We'll get that going back up again. For some reason that pump lasts like a long time afterwards, so it must have a pretty big internal buffer of power. Or the lines do. Like, I'm not really sure what has the buffer of power, but something does. Because that pump lasted a long time after the coal ran out last time. I noticed the line that runs down over my machine area was running out of water, so I was like, oh man. Or no, how did I notice that? Oh, I was checking on the seeds. And the seeds did, the water level was going down in the tank. So I was like, oh, the pump finally quit. But let's talk about the altar, shall we? Trees are your best bet. The original altar goes 15 blocks out. Now, this is from the book, other YouTubers, and trial and error. So, you know, the altar goes 15 blocks around, and anything in that 15 blocks that registers as giving it additional power will register. Now, if you put the Arthana on there, it doubles the range to 30 blocks or 32 blocks, I'm not sure. And the Arthana is gold, I think, a gold ingot, an emerald, a stick, and 2 gold nuggets. So it's pretty cheap. Everything here is stuff we can do right now. The Wither Skeleton Skull we got from our quest reward, and the pumpkins and watermelons we've been growing, but we got those from a quest reward too. Now, there are certain caps, like, The glintweed, it can only do like so many glintweed, it can only do so many melons, it can only do probably so many trees and so much of this moss. But right now we're standing at about 5 grand, 5,610, and it's it can continue to go up. One of the people that I seen had theirs almost 10 grand, but they had a huge area, like a ridiculously big area. So, and it was jam-packed full of stuff. So we're not that into it. I don't have any of those magic things, whiffs of magic. So, whiff of magic is rowan saplings. So let's go get some rowan saplings. Looks like if I did more talking while walking than, you know, just explaining when I got there, I could have, you know, already been cooking down those rowan saplings. I was pretty sure I had a couple whiffs of magic put back, but what do I know? I should go and upgrade. I should make another fume funnel and a fume filter, but like I said, it makes the oven look weird. Like, I like it the way it looks now. Well, we'll see. If it gets to be too much of a hassle, then we can. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I moved all the witchery stuff out here. Back to the graveyard. But if it ends up being that the whiffs of magic and stuff ain't coming in at a good rate, then eventually I will I'll add the second fume funnel thing. Yay, first try. Oh, and I put a crafting table out here too. See, I was fairly prepared. And that'll give us one of these guys, which then in turn will give us the quest, which will claim us 2 more of those. And now we have a bunch of junk. Like, so much junk we can do. Stuff to boost the altar would probably be a good idea. I do want to get into this, but let's make the candle beret thing. And this is 3 iron, 3 torches, and an attuned stone. So let's go ahead and make that. Wow, that's cooking down some more of that. And do I have everything out here to make the twig? I need mutandis. So remind me to go grab mutandis while I'm in here. So, bam. Get some food. So, mutandis, iron, torches. Wait, I should check and make sure that's actually what it wants me to do. Oh, it is. And the chalice. How do I make the chalice? It is gold. And I should already have gold in my inventory. I do. So, let's get the iron and the torches. Which I don't think I have any, like... I don't think I have any torches. I should. I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. I probably used them all doing, various builds and stuff. Okay, so torch, iron, gold... torches, iron, and gold. Okay, so let's do this. It was what, like this? No, that's not it. Okay, let's do the candelier first because I got that recipe up just in case. So it goes like that, and like that, and and these guys. And we got the candelabra, and now we got to get the chalice, and it was 4 nuggets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 1, and that gives us the chalice, and it'll give us a quest. It gives us a skeleton skull, but different things you put on top of the altar do different things. So, yeah. Distillery, the wither skeleton skull is much better than the regular skeleton skull. So 2 clay jars, gold, iron, and another turmeric crystal. Cool. We'll craft that out there because that's where all the clay jars are. Clay jars are. Jarzar would be a fun name. You don't hear that too often. Jarzar. My first son shall be named Jarzar. Jarzar the Mighty. Anyways, we can get rid of that. We can place this guy here, and that should take that up to 5 times. And that guy there should increase the total by about 2,000. That's really good. So now we can pretty much craft just about everything. We can grab any more of these, and we can grab some clay bottles. And let's go ahead and make... Can I shift-click this? I can. Okay, cool. And then we can do this, and this. Make a couple more of these. Like so. And then distillery, I'm not entirely sure how to do this. I was gonna like do more research on it, but yeah. I didn't. So let's does it require anything? I can't see it not using like coal or something. So what's the first thing I needed for the distillery? Let's go in here. We can pick one: gas tiers or clay jars. It wants us to do oil of vitriol. Oil of vitriol. Let's claim the quest. So oil. There's a clay jar. Here it is. Quick lime. That's gonna be annoying. And a foul fumes. Okay, I don't know how to get either of those. So foul fumes is logs. Does it have to be oak? I'm assuming it probably has to be oak. So we need oak logs. Quick lime is wood ash crafted. So let's grab some of that. We'll do wood ash, clay jars, wood ash, or quick lime. And I gotta get oak wood. And probably sleep, too. I had a wither witch in here a little bit ago. I wanted to keep the mobs around, because I thought it'd look cool having, like, zombies and skeletons and stuff roaming around the cemetery, but it's a little too dangerous. Decided it's probably not a good idea. I'll probably have to start an oak farm here sooner or later. I'm down to not a lot. That's how many I got, not a lot. Sleep. So I got osmium seeds, gas seeds, wither seeds, and slime seeds out in the farm now. They're 10-10-10. I'm still working on the water artichokes, and I have quite a few in the, I have quite a few things, or seeds left to craft. Since the last episode, I didn't do much. Most of the time that I spent on the computer was kind of like researching this, and yeah, it is something, let me tell you. So, we just need one. But I'm going to let that cook down and get a couple. I mean, we have a pretty significant amount of clay jars, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I thought I had more clay jars. Maybe I was wrong. I know I have them. I just don't know where they're at. Oh, come on. This is right? Foul fumes. Oak wood to coal. Something's wrong here, because this should be charcoal. Well, it worked, so not gonna argue. Now this guy, I'm not entirely sure how this works. It just does. Like, that's weird. Distilleries usually require heat or cold to separate different things at their melting point and evaporation point. Without a heat source or a cooling source, I don't know how it's distilling anything, because it would all be room temperature. But what do I know? This is Minecraft, not science. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Almost there. And bam. Alright. I don't know what gypsum's good for either, but it'll be good to have, I suppose. And that gives us our next quest. I think since I got gas seeds, I might as well take the clay jars. That's less crafting I gotta do later. Bane of Tibbs. The distillery. Put the kettle on, would you? You spin me right around, baby, right around. Guard tree. Once planted, a tree-fid seed will grow rapidly. Okay, let's get back into this. This is what I wanted to do anyway. So I need to get Mutandis. I told you guys to remind me. You failed. You are failures. So I have to go get Mutandis, and then we can proceed with the mutating stick. And I'm probably going to end the episode after that, because that'll be about half an hour, and last episode was a little bit on the long side. And I'll probably do a bunch off camera, like the more straight up crafting quests. I want to do an episode on the genetics too. I think that would be kind of cool. There's no quest line for it, but I'm having a hard time understanding it, so I'm sure there's other people out there that have a hard time understanding it. So I'm a pretty quick learner, so we should be okay. We should be able to figure that out. So Mutandis, and I think I have a drawer with wood ash too, don't I? At least I did. Maybe. I thought so. Maybe not. Maybe I used it all. Yeah, I did to make all the Mutandis. Okay. We're good. See, what I thought was tripping me up was the amount of water in the cauldron, but it turned out you need a, like, 3,000 or 4,000 altar power, so, like, unless I did the chalk things, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I want to get into the chalk stuff too, but that's probably a little later as well. Let's do 3 buckets of water, and get rid of a bunch of this junk. 3 buckets of water, Mutandis, netherwort, and entwigs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and do that. Now we can do this and that. And that should be more than enough to get that done. Yeah, it's already recharged again. Great. Now, 1, 2, and 3. And now this is one nether wart, one ent twig, one mutandus, or super mutandus. And now that's going to drain from the altar, or not. And we got our little twig thing, and that should, yeah, drain like 3 grand. So, good thing is it recharges naturally, so it's not like it's costing me anything. So, we got the mutandus twig. Now, what does it want us to do? Claim the reward. Okay. Now it has all these little guys here, which are different plants, which come from the mutandus twig. So, we'll see about that later on, I think. We could do the spinning wheel, maybe. Yeah, that looks like a pain, too. Yeah, I think we'll end off the episode here. I'll go through the quests, I'll do some things, and if I find anything that catches me off guard, I'll either wait for it for another episode, or I will make a mental note of it. I don't think... let me see. I covered the cap. You can only have so many of each thing. Hay bales don't work. At least not that I can see. Any sapling works so far that I found. I planted one, bone milled it, checked the altar. Planted one, bone milled it, checked the altar. You know, so on and so forth. The moss works too, and I think you can have a pretty good amount of it. I'm not sure about vines. Yeah, no, vines work, but it doesn't do very much. But I don't know what the cap is on those either, because they spread, so I've just been kind of letting them go. Glintweed, I think you can have like 5 of them, so I can get 2 more. I thought they would spread, but I guess they don't spread on the cracked sand. You can place them, but they won't spread, so I can throw 2 more down maybe, and see if that does anything. Let's get rid of some of this witchery stuff. Anything else witchery related? Yeah, let's do that, and let's see here, let's put... And now, you can see it went up some. It's not very much, but I mean, like, okay, so right now it's 7576. It's still 7576. So, I'm pretty sure the answer is 5. But if we break that guy, is it still 75? 7568. So, yeah. It doesn't do very much per glintweed, but, I mean, there's only so many things you can have around the altar, so the higher you can get your number, the better. I think the best thing you can get, for as far as heads are concerned, is the wither skeleton head. You might be able to do a player head, but I think that's something in Britannia. Don't quote me. I think the best centerpiece is the Arthana. It doubles your range. I think the Candelabra is the best, and I think the Filled Chalice is the best. And then the last thing that I think you can put on top of the altar that does anything is the Pentacle. But that takes this Cobblenite stuff, and I'll have to check the book on how to get it. So once we get that, the altar is maxed as far as the stuff you can put on top. This bowl here, the kettle, that might be able to go on top of the thing, but I don't know if it will add anything or not. Now let's go kettle. Yeah, so I'll probably do a bunch of those crafts off camera. They're pretty simple. They're just... It doesn't seem there's anything tricky about them. It's just, you know, using those stones. The poppet shelf is something I'm interested in. Let's do poppet. Yeah, the recipe's, you know, real simple. I mean, it takes a bunch of these attuned stones, but other than that, you're not really missing anything. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you guys next time.